kill the fear. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience as human beings. It has helped our species survive for thousands of years, but in the modern world, where we're not running from lions or hiding in caves, fear has taken on a different role. It now whispers in our ears, telling us we're not good enough, not ready, not capable. And if we're not careful, we start to believe it. This chapter is about facing that voice head on. It's about understanding fear, not as something to run from, but as something to look in the eye and dismantle piece by piece. It's time to kill the fear that's been holding you back. Fear, the master of illusions. Fear is clever. It wears many disguises. Sometimes it shows up as procrastination. Other times it pretends to be logic. Maybe now's not the right time. Or you're not experienced enough yet. Or even, what if you fail and everyone sees? Let's call fear what it really is, a liar. Not because it always speaks falsehoods, but because it distorts the truth. It makes things look bigger, scarier, more dangerous than they really are. Like shadows on a wall, fear turns tiny bumps into mountains and small risks into monsters. The first step to killing fear is seeing it clearly. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is this fear based on fact or just a feeling? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Most of the time, you'll discover that fear is an illusion built on what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. It feeds on uncertainty, and the more you avoid it, the more power it gains. Understand the two types of fear. There are two main types of fear. 1. Protective fear. This is the healthy kind. It tells you not to touch a hot stove or run into traffic. It's rooted in survival, and it's meant to keep you safe. 2. Paralyzing fear. This is the kind we're here to destroy. It's the fear that keeps you from speaking up, from chasing your dream, from changing your life. It's the fear that paralyzes you. Not because you're in danger, but because you're stepping into the unknown. Your job is to tell the difference. Respect the protective kind, listen to it, but challenge the paralyzing one. That fear isn't saving your life. It's shrinking it. The real cost of fear. Here's something most people never stop to consider. Fear has a price. Every time you let fear make a decision for you, you're paying a cost. Sometimes it's obvious, like a job you didn't apply for, or a relationship you never pursued. Other times, it's invisible. The confidence you could have built, the happiness you could have felt, the potential you left untapped. Years go by, opportunities pass, regret builds, and all because fear said, wait. You don't need to wait anymore. Kill it with action. You can't think your way out of fear. You can only act your way through it. The fastest way to kill fear is to move toward the thing you're afraid of. Not all at once, just a little bit at a time. Tiny steps. Baby wins. Each small action is like a dagger to the heart of fear, because fear hates movement. It thrives in stillness and doubt. Want to know a secret? Confidence isn't something you get before you take action. It's something you earn by taking action. Start small. Scared of public speaking? Say something in a meeting. Fear of failure? Try something low risk but challenging. Afraid of rejection? Strike up a conversation. Send that message. Each time you face the fear, you're showing your brain that you can handle it. And over time, the fear shrinks. It gets quieter, weaker, until one day you look back and realize it's gone. Name it, claim it, reframe it. Let's break this down into a simple formula. 1. Name it. Write down exactly what you're afraid of. Be specific. Don't just say, I'm scared. Say, I'm scared that if I try this new job, I'll fail and be judged. 2. Claim it. Own your fear without shame. Everyone has fear. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Claiming it means you're brave enough to admit it out loud. 3. Reframe it. Turn the fear into a challenge. What if failure wasn't the end, but just a step toward success? What if rejection meant redirection toward something better? So instead of saying, I'm scared to fail, try saying, I'm excited to grow, even if I mess up. Change the story you tell yourself. Language shapes emotion, and emotion shapes action. Build a fearless environment. You become like the people around you. So if you're surrounded by fear-filled people, those who doubt, worry, and discourage, you'll soak up that energy. But if you place yourself in a courageous environment, watch how your own bravery grows. Here's how to do that. Surround yourself with people who take risks. Read stories of people who faced fear and won. Talk to mentors, coaches, or friends who believe in you. Keep reminders in your space. Quotes, photos, vision boards, anything that fuels your courage. Don't wait to feel ready. Surround yourself with bravery until courage feels natural. Your fear has a message. Sometimes fear shows up not to stop you, but to signal that something matters deeply to you. You fear asking for the raise because your work matters. You fear sharing your art because it comes from your heart. You fear starting over because you care about your future. That's powerful. That's sacred. So instead of fighting fear like an enemy, ask it, what are you trying to show me? Let it become a compass, not a cage. The death of fear is the birth of freedom. Imagine your life on the other side of fear. The conversations you'd have, the decisions you'd make, the goals you'd chase, the risks you'd take, the peace you'd feel. Killing the fear doesn't mean you'll never feel afraid again. It means fear no longer controls you. It becomes background noise, not the voice in charge. Every time you take back control, you grow stronger. And every time you step into courage, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, you're becoming someone unshakable. Final thoughts. Choose courage every day. You won't kill fear in a single moment. It's not a one-time battle. It's a daily choice. But here's the truth. You are stronger than your fear. You always have been. And every time you face it, speak against it, and walk through it, you're writing a new story. A story where you are the hero, not the hostage. So go. Say the thing. Try the thing. Do the thing. Your future is waiting on the other side of fear.